Okay, I think we are live. Pop out the Twitch chat. Okay, and the YouTube chat. That's it. Go live on TikTok. And there we are. Okay. Hello. Hi everyone. Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Monday. How's everyone doing? Hi Dagger, how are you? One second, I am looking even paler than usual today. Is that any better? Oh, I forgot I was in the game. Hold on a second. That's a bit better. But hello, welcome back. Just give me a second. We are back in Minecraft, we're back in Create at Astra, and we're going to be continuing with our excavation today, sorry. So before we begin, we'll have a quick look around and see what we did last time, and then we'll get into what is actually going to be happening today. There's no music for some reason. I'm just a little bit put off because normally there'd be music playing right now. But we're back, we're playing Minecraft. We have a couple of things that I want to be getting on with today, but the main thing is we're going to continue digging out the cavern up at the top of the hill there, which is where we're going to be starting to build our space center. So if we head up there now, I can show you what we did last week, just in case you missed it. Hi from Denmark. Hello, Christian. How are you doing? Thanks for following Twat with a Mullet 420. Thanks very much. So here is what we built last week. Our little vault entrance to what will eventually be the Space Center. As you can see, it overlooks the main base here. And it does have some working escalators as well. They're pretty slow, but I feel like they're a realistic speed. You know, if we want to get up and down any quicker, we can just run up and down them. But that's what we did in the last stream. We built this little entrance area here. And in here, we're going to start to sort of hollow this out a bit more. And eventually, we're going to have a whole underground base here, with the other end coming out into the crater just to the north, which is where we're going to launch the rockets from. So we're going to continue building this today. I did a tiny bit of work off camera. You'll notice I've placed a few stone slabs around the bottom here. I just thought it looked a little bit more natural. I don't know, I kind of liked it. This little entrance area with the slabs. So that's what we got here. But there is one more thing that we need to do today before we actually get on with that. We need to head back down to the main base because we need to build a tree farm. Another tree farm. We've already got a tree farm. We have, of course, got the birch tree farm up here, which we've built using gantries. But normally, this is the first time I've ever built a gantry tree farm. It's not turned on at the minute, but if I just flip this lever... this is our birch tree farm. We got a little assembly here on a gantry. This runs up and down, backwards and forwards. And as it goes backwards and forwards, it chops down the trees and then replants the saplings in the spaces. Which is pretty good, but it takes up quite a bit of space. It looks really cool. It looks so much cooler than a radial tree farm. I love how the gantry works, but it does take up quite a bit of space. So for the other tree farm, we're going to be building a dark oak tree farm. I'm going to do just a simple radial design, because again, this is just a little bit too big. Happy Monday, Saul. How you doing? Queen Marika, thanks very much. Thanks for following, by the way. Danny, there were a couple of other follows. Let me just read those out. Danny and Christian, thank you both very much. We'll let that run for a bit. Okay, so the new tree farm is going to be over on this side. We need it fairly close to the factory building because these trees are going to be used to make our railway track. That's why it's quite a high priority that we get this done now, because I really want to start getting on with the railway line. And if I type in train track, you can see we have quite a lot of options for train tracks. You can make train track with basically any wood type. And there's also a couple of stone types as well. You can have slabs or end stone or stuff like that. But for me personally, I really like the look of the dark oak train track. I don't have any in my backpack right now, but if we head down to the factory, there is a little bit that I've already placed on the middle floor. So we'll go and take a look at it. Afternoon, Bruno. How you doing? Hello, Rico. How are you as well? So these are the dark oak train tracks, and I think these are perfect. This, to me, is like the quintessential train track. You know, this is what train track looks like. This is what I think of when I think of train track, right? So this is what we're going to make all of our railway out of. Dark oak train track, which means we need a dark oak farm. And if we head inside, actually, and head downstairs... you can see these chutes here are actually going to bring zinc nuggets. You can see they're already filled with zinc nuggets. These are bringing zinc nuggets from the top floor down to the bottom floor where we have the train track factory. And what's eventually going to happen is, along here, we're going to have our dark oak slabs going along the conveyor belt, and the nuggets are going to be deployed onto them, turning them into train track, which is then going to go into this chest here, and be sent to storage. That's also why we've got these chain conveyors up here as well. So, basically, all of that is a long roundabout way of saying we need dark oak logs, which means we need a dark oak tree farm. So that's what we're going to get on with right now. Thanks for following, Daniel Phillips. Is it modded? Yes, Anya. Yes, this is quite heavily modded. There's about 100 mods in this mod pack. If you are on the Discord server, you can download it in the Minecraft channel, but it's mainly focused on Create and Ad Astra, which is a remake of Galacticraft. Okay, so what are we going to need for a radial farm? At the very least, we're going to need a windmill bearing, which is a slab, a stone block, and a shaft. We might be able to... We could probably do most of this stuff now, really. Polished black stone, that'll do. Might have to do it in the backpack. What am I missing? Oh, it doesn't work with polished blackstone. Okay. What does it work with then? Oh, it said tough, didn't it? We've got tough. Yeah, let's do it with tough then. Nope, we don't have wooden slabs either. There we go. Oh, we've actually got quite a lot of dark oak slabs already, so we could whip up a little bit of train track right away. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. To show you how the train track production line actually works, we'll take these 5 stacks of slabs that we've already got and we'll feed them into the machine now. I'll sleep first because it's getting dark. Okay, then downstairs again. And if we pop these slabs in here... Oh, you can see they're already coming out. And we're making train tracks. So the slabs go along. They need to have 2 iron nuggets deployed on them. Or zinc nuggets. We're using zinc because it's a bit cheaper. But it deploys the nuggets onto the sleepers. And that's basically putting on the track ties. And then pressed with the mechanical press. And it makes train track. So that's all we need to do. All we need to do is make a little sawmill so that we can have a constant supply of these dark oak slabs, and then we'll have a constant supply of train track. I'm playing Alien again and just finished mission 16. Nice one, Bruno. Sounds like it's going well. Okay, so we got the windmill bearing. We are also going to need at least 8 blades, or sails, for the windmill. Don't think we have any of those. Nope. Wool, sticks, and andesite alloy. Do we have wool? We might not have wool, actually. We got 1 block of white wool. Okay, there are some sheep near the iron mine, so we can pop over there and grab a couple. Where's the iron mine? There we go. There's normally sheep in this savannah area here. Oh, I see one. We should get a sheep farm. I don't know why we don't have a sheep farm yet. We do use quite a lot of wool for some of these recipes. Is there another one? I see quite a few on the minimap, so we might as well get a bit extra. When's the next farming sim stream, says Kian? Friday, Kian, will be the next farming sim. Oh, emu. What pack or mod is this, says Jack? This is a custom mod pack by me, Jack, called Create Ad Astra. It's only available through my Discord server. You can download it in the Minecraft channel. I have considered publishing it on CurseForge, but I just haven't got around to it yet. But if you do want to play this mod pack for yourself, link is in my bio for the Discord server. Head to the Minecraft channel, and there's a link there where you can download the pack. There's about 100 mods in it, mainly Create, Ad Astra, Farmer's Delight, Terralith, Incendium, Nullscape, backpacks, waystones, gravestones, minimap, all sorts of bits and pieces. You made the mod? Not the mod, Bruno, no. I didn't make any of the mods in the pack. I just put the pack together. Basically, I just picked the mods. Which is not exactly a difficult job. No, I can't take credit for any mod development in Minecraft. Oh, we need a couple more sticks. Okay, there's the sails. Is this a solo world? It is solo, yes. Oh, another thing I want to do, actually. We haven't quite managed to hook it up yet to the logistics network, but eventually I would like our ingots and... I'd like the brass, copper, and zinc ingots. No, brass, copper, and andesite ingots. I'd like all of them to automatically go to the casing factory. We got all our vaults here, which are storing all of our metals. So we got steel, brass, zinc, gold, copper, and iron. Let's just take a stack of each for now. A stack of copper, stack of brass, and a stack of andesite alloy. We'll have to head back to the storage vault for that. In fact, that should already be getting taken over there. 1 second. Let's have a quick look at the andesite factory. Oh, we got this side turned off. Okay, whoa, there's quite a lot of andesite alloy there. So if we turn this on, it's going to start sending that andesite alloy up there to the casing factory, which is where it will get made into andesite casing. Like I say, eventually we're going to hook this up so that it automatically makes brass and copper casings as well, but for now we'll just have to manually stick them in somewhere. Oh, there isn't actually anywhere we can manually stick them in. We can put them here. Why is this moving really slowly? I don't remember this being so slow, this machine. But it is working. We got some copper and brass casings there. There will be some andesite as soon as one of these gets down here. I remember now. Everything's moving slowly because the steam engine isn't producing enough power. We do need to hook all of this up to the diesel generator because the diesel generator is a lot more powerful. At the minute, only the big building is powered by the diesel generator. Everything else is powered by a steam engine. But I want to hook it up so that all of this stuff is powered by the diesel engine, which is in the bottom floor of the factory there. We got packages coming through, though. It's slow, but it is working. We got... oh, you can't actually read the... You can't read the packages while they're in transit. That's a shame. But you can see the stuff going in there. We got andesite, copper, and brass casings starting to head through now. So that's good. Anyway, back to what we were doing. We were trying to build a radial crop farm, weren't we? A radial tree farm. So we're going to need some mechanical saws, which we don't have. Can we make some of these, please? How many should we make? I think 3 would be best. Maybe 4. No, we'll make 3. So that's 9 iron sheets. Nine iron sheets, 3 iron ingots, and 3 andesite casings. Okay, get these pressed. Let's have a look at the train track situation. It's still going, so... Oh, it's nearly done, though. Nearly done. Look at all that. Now we're talking. Almost 5 stacks of train track. That will take us a good 300-ish meters, which actually isn't that much when you put it like that. I mean, the nearest mining drill is... With the exception of the copper and coal ones, which are quite nearby, the iron drill is 2,000 meters in that direction. So we're going to need like 20 stacks of rail at least. Although we could use nether portals to make the trip a little bit quicker. You can run railway lines through the nether. So we could do that. That might speed things up a bit. Where's my... There we go. Iron sheets. Iron ingots. Where are they? There we go. There's the mechanical saws. Oh, alarm! Alarm ringing. What's going on? Low diesel at the gold mine. We do have some canisters ready to go. The gold mine's here at base, by the way, so we don't have to travel too far. Okay, just replace that. Whoa, a lot of gold. A lot of gold. I've got a feeling some of the other mining drills are going to run out very shortly as well. So let's go and refill the canisters. The problem with this world is I never get anything done because there's always 50 distractions, you know? I'm trying to build a tree farm, but I'm sidetracked by casings and refilling the diesel engine and all that kind of shit. It takes forever to actually get anything done because I'm always running around like a blue-ass fly. How did you come up with your username, says Jax? My username is just my surname, Jax. My surname is Ashbridge. And Ashbridge Industries is just a username that I like. You need staff, says Scotty Dog. I do, yeah. I need, or at the very least, I need to automate this stuff enough that I no longer have to interfere. Because I've automated quite a lot of stuff at this point, but there are some things that still require my input, like the refueling of the drills and collecting of the raw materials. There's still quite a lot of automation to be done. But we do now have 3 mechanical saws. Oddworld Wednesday this week, says Jax. Not this week, Jax. I'm going to be playing New and Tasty on Sunday, though. Sci-Fi Sunday is going to be back this week. And we are going to start playing Oddworld New and Tasty. We've only got 2 more Oddworld games to play. We got New and Tasty and then Soulstorm. Okay, tree farm. So what we're going to need is, first and foremost, we need some kind of border. We need a border so that the trees can only grow in certain spots. Do we have a material that we could use? We could do it with stone bricks. I don't think it's going to look very nice with stone bricks, but it's possible. Let's see. Hang on, I've done that wrong. What we basically need is to build something like this. So basically just have patches of dirt for the trees to grow on, so the trees don't get, you know, it doesn't just plant saplings everywhere. Although, hang on, I've got a better idea, actually. Stranger's Wrath, says Queen Marika. We played Stranger's Wrath in February, I believe it was. And then we played Munch's Odyssey straight after. And, of course, we've already played Abe's Exodus, and we just finished playing Abe's Odyssey as well. So, yeah, only 2 more games to go in the Oddworld series, New and Tasty and Soulstorm. And then it will be on to pastures new for Sci-Fi Sunday. I would like to play Subnautica, perhaps, for Sci-Fi Sunday. Especially because Subnautica 2 isn't too far away. It would be nice to play the first game on stream. Love Subnautica. Big Subnautica fan. Okay, let's use these. Let's use these. Thanks for following, Blakey. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Oh shit, I've run out already. How many of these am I going to need? And this is in the wrong place anyway. You know what? No, hang on. I'm doing this all completely backwards. We should build the actual harvester first, and then fit the trees around it, right? That makes a lot more sense. So we'll put our windmill bear in here. We'll put our sails on it, like this. We'll put our... Oh, maybe... Let's raise it up a little bit. Oh, creeper! There we go. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I've got an idea. We'll place the windmill bear in there. And then place the casings here. And the saw blades there. Will that work, though? We need glue. Glue all of this on. And go. Oh, wait. Glue that. And go. Okay, that is going the wrong way. But it's working. We can just switch the rotation direction there. There we go. That's it, basically. We just need to put the trees in, and then we've got a radial tree farm. It looks a little bit I don't want to say pathetic, but it looks a little bit naff, that shall we say. Let's use that word. Thanks for the roses, Bradley. Humble, says Queen Marika. Yeah, humble's a nice way of putting it. It also might be a little bit too close to this corner. But I can just use the building gadget to quickly move it, rather than disassembling it all and reassembling it again. Copy. From there to there. And paste. Pick it all up. And let's paste it. Where is it? Where is it? Where's it gone? Okay, never mind. Never mind. We won't copy and paste it. Apparently I've forgotten how the building gadget works. Let's move it to here. In fact, let me build up a little bit and just see if we... Actually, I can check on the map. That looks a bit more central. Let's go one block further back. Let's go to there. Yeah, and then it's in line with the chain conveyor there. Actually, that's a good idea for connecting it onto the chain conveyor as well. Because obviously all of this is going to need to be connected to the chain conveyor to transport all of this stuff to the factory. So if we do this, sails here, and there, and there, and there. Placed a couple of them the wrong way. Okay, glue it together again, and go! Other direction, please. Do we have some saplings to test it with? We don't. Let me just go and grab some of them. We also need deployers. I forgot about the deployers. It won't replant the trees if we don't use deployers. Here we go. But as long as it can cut them down, let's focus on that first. Let's focus on it cutting down trees before we focus on it putting trees back up again. We also need a chest or a barrel so that it's got some storage on it. There we go. Okay, stop. Stop. Thank you. We'll put it here. There we go. Now it's got storage. Why does it look like it's running on 15 FPS? Well, it's currently running on about 40 to 45 FPS, Sejin, so it's not on my end. Oh! Alarm. Copper mine. Okay. I might actually let these mining drills run out this time rather than replacing the fuel in them, because we do actually have quite a backlog now of those ingots. But we'll see. Do we have any bone meal? We don't. I wanted to grow this tree so we could see if the harvester works. But we don't have any bone meal. There we go. Bones. Let's not make all of it into bone meal, because we may need bones for other recipes. But if we bone meal this now... Okay. The alarm's going off again. Just give me a minute. There we go. Oh, the saw might not actually reach the outermost piece of wood. Oh, it will. It will. Shut up. I'll get to you in a minute. Okay, and... down goes the tree. Perfect. Okay, let me just shut the alarm up. Zinc mine. Yep. Of course. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna refill the zinc mine. We got enough zinc. Oh, I need to sleep actually. I made a sleeping bag, by the way. So I can sleep without resetting my spawn point now. Good stuff. Right. Let me turn this off for a sec, because we now need to get deployers. Do we have any deployers? Oh, they're expensive as well, aren't they? We need brass hands. Forgot about that. Deployer. 3 electron tubes. 3 brass hands, 3 andesite casings. Do we have any of that, apart from the casings? We don't have electron tubes. But we can make some. What's it like dating as a trans person, says UK Politics? I wouldn't know UK Politics. I haven't really dated since coming out. I'm kind of single by choice at the minute, you know. I'm not really looking for a relationship. I've heard it's not the easiest, though. Which is why a lot of trans people are T for T. Which basically means they date other trans people. I think it's difficult to find someone who you can really share your experiences with when you're a trans person trying to date, you know. It's a bit harder to find someone who like understands what you're going through. And shut up, alarm again. Which again is why a lot of trans people date other trans people, because there's a lot more mutual understanding of each other's experiences, right? Right. I don't care. No, 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 no! Oh no! Oh shit, it's a disaster. The alarm's broken again! Oh, bollocks. What do I do? I'm gonna have to climb up there and disable it. Let's just disable it anyway. It's caused nothing but trouble ever since we built it. Let's just turn the fucking thing off. Jesus. Just let the mining drills run out. I don't care right now. We've got enough. We've got enough of all of the metals right now. We don't really need to have the mining drills running at this particular moment. Just let them run dry. And what else do we need for a brass hand? 4 brass sheets. So we'll need 12 brass in total. Let's get those pressed. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm going to pop open my drink. Which, unfortunately, is Red Bull today. If you're a regular viewer, you know that I'm not really a Red Bull drinker. I'm a Monster drinker, but take what you can get, you know. They didn't have any Monster in one stop. We need to speed this shit up as well. Where's my andesite alloy? There it is. I thought it was gone for a second. There we go, 3 brass hands, 3 electron tubes, we got a few spares of those, and 3 andesite casings. That gets us our deployers. Then, okay, there's no two ways about it. We're going to have to... We need to pick a material to use for the floor in the tree farm area. How are we doing for copper? Because cooked copper could be quite nice. And it'll oxidize, which I like the way copper oxidizes. We haven't really used it much. In Minecraft Monday generally, we haven't really used copper. But I think this could be a good place for it. So let's go see how much we got in storage and if we got enough to make a significant amount of cooked copper blocks. Okay, copper. 196. It's not the best. It could be better. Oh, that's copper trapdoors. How do we make copper blocks? Oh, we got another stack in our bag as well. It's 9 for a copper block. There we go. Oh god, that means we only get 7 blocks per stack. That's not ideal. Oh, the copper mine. Hang on. Let's head back to the copper mine. There'll be some more there, right? I was literally just saying as well that we don't need the mining drills running right now because we got plenty of all of the metals. And now we're running low on iron. Copper, sorry. But we got a few stacks here. Oh, the lag. The lag every time I use the waystone to teleport is quite bad. Okay. I'll tell you what we need as well. We need to put a chest here so that we can easily load ores into the mining, into the smelting setup. Sorry, couldn't get my words out there. Because at the minute, what we're having to do is just go upstairs and throw them onto the production line. Which is not the most elegant way of doing things. There we go. And if you weren't here when we built this, this basically is a huge machine that turns all of our raw ore into ingots. You can see there, here, the copper coming through. We get a little bit of lead and a little bit of experience from crushing the copper with these wheels. And then there's the ingots coming out. Some of those will go into the brass production chain, which is here. But because there's no zinc going in at the minute, it won't actually get turned into brass. It'll just kind of sit there. And it seems like most of it is going straight to storage. So I'm happy with that. A little bit of lead as well. Not a great deal, but I think there's like a 12% chance of getting a lead nugget each time you crush raw copper. Oh wow, we're getting so much XP now as well, now that we're using this setup instead of smelting everything by hand. Oh, look at that clay as well. We could use bricks. Oh, that's a good idea. Because you get copper, you get clay as a byproduct of washing ores as well. We could actually make quite a lot of bricks. So if there's anything we could build out of bricks, that'd be interesting. Oh wait, I didn't even get the copper. Oh, let me have a sit down. I haven't had a sit down all day. There we go. Managed to get a few seconds of seating time just there. Okay, here's another 2 stacks, which will get us another 18 blocks. Okay, that's not too bad. It should be enough to cover the ground around the tree farm. Basically, I just want to make sure that trees are only being planted in certain spots. And obviously, the deployers will place trees anywhere that there's dirt, so we just need to make sure that we cover up anywhere that we don't want trees to be planted. Okay, let's say... Yeah, that seems like a decent amount of space between the trees. I don't want the trees too close together, because then they might not grow properly. Hold on. Just sleep real quick. Okay. So, the idea is that trees will only be planted in these squares. The problem is it'll still try to plant trees in the gaps as well, so we'll need to fill those out. Maybe we could use stone, just use stone bricks for that though. I'm not a big fan of how this looks, but I don't want to spend the whole stream on this. We do have other things to be getting on with, so for now, it'll do. Oh, we need more stone bricks. We'll need about 32 more. Let's see what we got. 22. We'll see. I don't think this will be enough, but we'll see. And this side, just get that out of the way. Oh, perfect. Okay. How does that look on the map? Horrendous. I hate how that looks on the map. I hate how it looks in person. Not a big fan. But as long as it does its job, I can make it look nice at a later date, you know? My top priority right now is functionality. So what we'll need to do is pop the deployers here. Pointed downwards. Oh no, actually, they need to be... Would they need to be a block higher? I think they may need to be a block higher. How you doing, N? What mod pack is this? This is a custom mod pack by me called Create at Astra. You can download it in the Minecraft channel on the Discord server. Oh, actually, because deployers can deploy through blocks, we could stick them here. Hold on. They need to be at the right orientation, though. How? How do I get it to face me? There we go. That's it. Okay. Then if we pop some saplings in there... Oh wait, hang on. They're in here. Now, what should happen is as the thing goes round, it should plant the saplings on any empty space, and then once a tree pops up, it'll cut it down and then automatically replant those saplings. That's if it works as intended, which, who knows? If it worked first time, I'd be incredibly surprised. Oh, it's planting. It's planting. Can't access the Minecraft channel even when reacting to the roll, says Peter. Ah. Sorry about that, Peter. I'll have a look what's going on when I've got a minute. Oh no, it's placing blocks. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Stop, 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 stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. To tell you the truth, the Discord server does need a bit of work at the minute. There's a few things, a few changes, a few updates that need doing. So I'll probably look into that soon and see what we can do. Okay, we need to filter these. There we go. So it can only plant saplings. It won't place blocks. That's better. Okay, that's working. Again, it looks hideous, but we're not really going for looks right now. We're not trying to score points for visuals. Marika says, don't worry, I'm in the server now. It's now complete. Welcome, Marika, welcome. But yeah, jokes aside, the Discord server definitely needs a bit of work. Thanks for the heart me and GG, Aspin. I think that because there are some problems with roles, there are some problems with people not being given the correct roles and stuff like that. And a few of the links need updating as well. And I think in general it could do with a bit of streamlining, because even though we do have, I think, 50 members in the server now, it's still a very quiet server, and there's like 20 channels that just don't need to be there. I think it could probably be streamlined quite a bit. There just aren't enough people in the server to have like entire channels for Minecraft and Euro Truck and Farming Sim, and you know what I mean? It would probably make sense to just have a single channel to discuss games in general. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can reform the Discord server a little bit, make some changes. Either way, this is going quite well now. We are not doing too well on the saplings, I'm noticing. And I'm also noticing, rather concerningly, that the saplings aren't being fed back into the deployers here like they should be. Oh, never mind. They are. Perfect. Okay. Tree farm complete. Now we just need to get the trees into the building and also turn them into slabs. So I think we need another 3 mechanical saws. 1 to strip the logs, 1 to turn them into planks, and then another to turn them into slabs. So we'll go and whip up those. Quiet stream again today, by the way. I wonder if it's just the time of year, you know. It's the start of the school year, isn't it? Oh, hello, Sarah Nancy and Clover Agnes on Twitch. How are you both doing? Sorry I didn't see your messages before now. I'm doing very good. Playing a little bit of Minecraft, as you can see. Oh, it's iron ingots in there, isn't it? Listening to the Sweet Yorkshire ASMR. Thank you, Marika. Now, I think you can chain these together, the mechanical saws. I think you can just put 3 in a row like this, and it will actually... like, items will be sawed by each one in turn. So all we need to do is put... this might cause problems. Hopefully the tree won't interfere with the conveyor there. I guess we'll see. Oh, we're going to need some interfaces as well. 2 storage interfaces. Do we have any of those? We don't. Storage, interface. Shoot and andesite casing. They're cheap. We have shoots, I do believe. And andesite casings. Perfect. Can we get another one of those, please? There we are. Sleep again. And the great thing about the storage interfaces is if you put them on the top or bottom of a radial machine, then they just connect permanently. which is very handy. If we turn... Oh, wait. Oh, we can't place one on the top, though, can we? Because of the position that the windmill bearing is in. We could place it underneath if we pop it here. There we go. And then dig under a little bit. Pop the other one there. Okay, that will like be permanently connected now because of the position that the interface is in. The only problem now is the items are underground, and we need them above ground. We need them over here. What if we were to do a little conveyor belt? I'll tell you what. Let's get the package Frogport first, and we'll set up the actual drill, the sawmill portion, sorry, and then hook it up like that. Okay, packager. Package Frogport. Lever. Don't have any levers. Do I have one in my backpack? No. Can I make one? Also no, because we don't have any cobblestone. There we go. And... bingo. Right. Oh, we need a barrel as well. God, there's always something else, isn't there? We don't have any barrels. Do we have planks? We do have planks. We got birch planks. Good. Doesn't matter what kind of planks they are, as long as we can make a barrel out of them. And, oh, we'll also need another funnel, which we don't have, but we can make with kelp. We'll do a... it'll have to be a brass one, because it needs filtering. How's it hanging? Says old mate Greg. It's good, old mate Greg. How are you doing? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We will put the Frogport here. Oh, a fly. Hello, how's you today? I'm good, STFC. How are you doing? Okay, then the packager above that. And the Frogport above that. That can load to there. No, 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 no. There. And I forget how this works. I think you need to put the name of the place that it's going on the side. So we put a sign on here that says... I don't know what the sign says. I'll have to go and check what I've put on the sign at the factory. If this works, these will actually be the first packages to actually come into the factory. Package Frogport. Okay, we'll call it Track Factory. So any packages labelled Track Factory will be brought into here. Track Factory. Lever on the back. Perfect. And then we just need the sawmills and conveyor belt. Oh, there's not enough space. There's not enough space. I've been waiting for this Minecraft stream. How long till takeoff, do you reckon? Says Unmarked Veil. I think it's still going to be a while yet, Unmarked Veil. We've still got quite a lot of work to do before we can get to space. The main thing that we need is the NASA workbench, which is actually quite cheap. We just need a bit of steel. But then for the tier 1 rocket, we need way more steel. We're also going to need oxygen equipment. We're going to need a spacesuit. We're going to need an oxygen compressor, a bubble distributor. We're going to need to refine fuel for the rocket. There's quite a lot. I really am desperate to get onto the Ad Astra stuff. I'm super eager to start getting, you know, making our way towards space. But it still feels so far away. There's so much to do, man. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thank you, Mark Vale. It is very exciting. But it's been a slow burn, you know, a little bit too slow of a burn for my liking. I am wanting to pick up the pace a bit at this point. Wait. I've got an idea. Okay, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy, but it doesn't matter how messy it is right now. As long as it works is the main thing. So we're going to need some small cogwheels. Oh, I just got sawed by the sawmill. I've been invested since you started. Can't wait to see how it unfolds. Oh, you already said that. And another one there. Wait, no. Hang on. What we're gonna need to do is center line here. It's gonna have to be here. There is just enough space to fit it in, the equipment that I want, but it's, again, it still isn't going to look very nice. I am going to have to sort of tidy it up a little bit off camera, make it look the way that I want it to look, which will be a difficult job, I'm sure. Okay, I just need to make a chain drive. 3 of those. All will become apparent. And then, oh, we may need a gearbox here as well, right? There we go, and a shaft there. And we also need a water wheel somewhere. I'm not sure where. Have you ever tried Kerbal Space Program, says Unmarked Vale? I have, Unmarked Vale. Yeah, I do enjoy Kerbal Space Program. Maybe we could even check it out on stream one day, who knows? Okay, bucket of water and a water wheel. That's not how you make a water wheel. That's how you make a water wheel. Where am I going to get water? Down the river here. There's quite a lot of flies about today. I don't actually know what attracts them. I'll have to look at the Alex's Mobs guidebook, but there must be something around the base that's attracting more flies than usual. Okay, that's obviously going to turn the wrong way, but we can pop a gearbox there to fix that. There we go. And then, oh, we need another gearbox here, because I've just removed that one. There we go. Now that's turning the wrong way, which means we need a parallel gearbox, which is just combining a regular gearbox with a large cogwheel. There we go. Okay, that's spinning the right way now, and the saw blades appear to also be spinning the right way. I think everything's ready for us to hook it up. Multiplayer tomorrow says... no, there is no Euro Truck this week, I'm sorry to say. Euro Truck is going to be next week. I'm on my 2-week schedule now, so this week is Monday, Friday, Sunday, and next week is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So Train Sim... Euro Truck will not be back now until next Sunday. Next Tuesday. The game looks brighter. Did you change something? Not to my knowledge, STFC, no. Oh, we're going to need to go another block down. Damn. I should have built this a little bit... I should have built this raised up a little bit more. I didn't realise how deep I was going to have to dig it. Okay, and there, and there. And brass tunnel, brass funnel, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, look how... This machine has only been running for about 15 minutes, and it's already got... Oh, wow. Ah! Don't cut my head off. Okay, I'm going to turn it off for a second. We're starting another Abe game on Sunday. Yes, Sunmark Vale. We're going to be playing New and Tasty on Sunday. Great game. It's a remake of Abe's Odyssey, which we just finished. And I wanted to play New and Tasty straight after Abe's Odyssey, because I think that's the best way to see... You know, to see the differences and similarities between the two games. New and Tasty is... essentially a direct remake of Abe's Odyssey, and it's like the level design is exactly the same, the way that the levels are laid out is identical, but it's obviously built from the ground up in a new engine, and you know, so it looks completely different. But I think, like I say, the best way to see the differences between the two games is to play them back to back, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. Oh, we need another gearbox here. Well, we could do this, and then... this. Yep, that works. Oh wait, these two spin in opposite directions. My bad. How do we fix that? There we go. Okay, this should start to pull the dark oak logs out. Oh, I need to turn the machine back on. There we go. What's schedule this week? I can't find it in Discord. Oh, sorry STFC, I forgot to put the schedule in the Discord. It's going to be Monday, Friday, Sunday this week. I will put a schedule in there later, but next stream's going to be Farm Sim on Friday, and then Sunday we're going to be starting Oddworld New and Tasty. Oh, this is making the wrong things! No! Stop, 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 stop! You're making the wrong things! You're making the wrong things. What even is this? Lattices. Oh, is this from blocks you need? Okay, we need to put filters on the sawmills, or they will just make completely random items. We don't want dark oak lattices. We do, in fact, want stripped oak logs. So let's strip one of these. So the first one will turn the logs into stripped logs. The second one will turn the stripped logs into planks. And the third one will turn the planks into slabs. Then the slabs will be packaged and sent by the chain conveyor down to the factory. Okay. Oh. Let's see it in action, shall we? Here we go. Okay, that one strips it. That one turns it into planks. That one turns it into slabs. You can turn this off for a bit. And then the conveyor is quite slow, but eventually we'll step up the speed on this a little bit. Eventually the slabs go into there. They can't go into there because the power's... Okay, hold on. There we go. Why are they turn it? Why are they doing that? Why no, they should be going to the factory. Shit. Something's gone wrong. Yeah, this one's called Track Factory. Okay, I've done somehow I've done something wrong. Let me just head up to the... Oh god, it's filling up with packages now. There's packages everywhere. Yeah. So we're supposed to put the name of the factory on... That's what I did. That is what I've done. Have I made a typo or something? Bear with me a second. Right, this says Track Factory. Yeah, it says Track Factory. That is the correct address. These packages should be going down towards the Track Factory. Why are they not? Why are they not moving? They're just circling. It says it has the right address on the package. I'm confused. Look, it's going. Is it just going to start circling again? Hold on. It is. I don't understand. I've set the destination. They have... What have I done wrong? Send and receive packages. Have I set it to only send packages? That I might have accidentally set it to only send and not receive. Track Factory. Yeah. What? Ah, okay, I didn't set a point for it to actually take the packages from. Right. Let's say it takes the packages from here, then. Okay, I've fixed it. Don't worry. There they are. They're coming. Look at that. Oh, look at them all. There's so many of them. This is how I wanted it. This is exactly what I pictured. God, there's so many. That tree farm... Maybe we should have just made a tree farm to just do one tree, because I feel like we're producing way too much wood right now. I've moved over to Twitch. It's glorious. Thanks, Queen Marika. How are you doing? Oh, these should go... why aren't these going to storage as well, by the way? Oh my god, look at them all. There's so many that it can't actually take them all, so they're going to have to go round and come back again. Oh, look at them coming through the curtains as well. I'm so glad that I had the idea to use banners. If you look up there, I used banners to be like, you know, like the industrial curtains that you have. You know, like the PVC curtains that they have in industrial buildings and stuff like that. That looks really cool, just watching them disappear through the curtains into the factory. I'm really happy with that. Really happy. No ETS today? No, Franz. Next ETS stream is going to be next Tuesday. Not tomorrow, next week. Still here, still working, making myself cozy in your Twitch chat. Thanks, Queen Marika. You can watch me wherever you want. That's absolutely fine. I do try to keep an eye on all of the chats equally. Oh, I was going to check the storage vault and see what the thingy-mabob was called. Sorry about that. Why not tomorrow? I'm on a 2-week schedule, friends, that's why. I literally tried last week to play all of my games in 1 week, and I ended up becoming ill. I don't think that's why I was ill, but I didn't feel very well last week. But yeah, it's just too much for me to play it's too much at work for me to do 6 live streams a week. It's a lot easier for me to do 3 live streams 1 week and then do a different 3 live streams the next week. So that's why I'm on a 2-week schedule now. It means that 1 week I'll do Monday, Friday, Sunday, and then the next week I'll do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay, this frog here is called storage. And the conveyor belts are definitely connected. So it should be sending packages. There's so many packages going into the factory right now. Look at that. Oh, there's a pigman. There's so many packages going in, but not a single package has come out of the factory yet. They're all just going in. Are you ever going to transition properly, says Ben Parks. Not a hate question. What do you mean by properly, Ben? Oh, this one's not mapped either. I've made the same mistake again. We need to actually put... There we go. Here we go. Here we go. The first outbound package of the entire factory. Are you ready? Watch the curtains. Here it comes. There it is. Let's follow it. Let's follow it. This is so cool as well. I love you can actually right click to hang on the conveyor belt, to hang on the chain with your wrench. Oh my god. I've got so much equipment on. I love the swinging animation as well. Oh, this is so cool. God, there really are way too many packages going in though. We need to slow down the input a little bit. Looks amazing. Thanks, Dagger. That's cool, says Marika. It is so cool. This is from the latest version of Create that adds in all the packages and logistics and stuff. It's really cool. So we're going to stick with this. We're going to follow this package all the way back to the main storage vault where it's going to be deposited. Like, have the operation, says Ben. I don't intend to have any operations, Ben, no. They're not something that I can... it's not something that I consider an important part of my personal transition. I'm not interested in surgery in that department. I'm quite happy with what I've got. I do want to take HRT. That's pretty much the only thing that I'm really that bothered about, to be honest, is HRT and potentially voice training as well. Maybe stuff like hair removal or possibly breast augmentation, depending on the results that HRT gives me. But surgery is not something that I've ever considered necessary for me personally. Hi, Harry on Twitch. How are you doing? Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, no, I'm losing the package. I got stuck on this leaf. I think we might get stuck here anyway, because the package goes right across the top of the storage vault. We might get caught on the side of it. Yeah, okay, we can't follow the package the rest of the way, but it's about to get pulled into the storage vault here. There it goes. Our first bit of train track from the production line into the storage vault. You can see plenty of other packages flying about as well. We've got some andesite casings being made up here. I believe that's what these packages are coming down. Those are stripped logs heading along to the chain, to the production factory there. Ow. It's all looking good. It's all looking good. But I believe that's the first thing on today's agenda done. We got a working automated tree farm, automated train track farm. I don't know how quickly it's going to work. I am noticing that there hasn't been another package through so far. There's only literally just been one single package has come through, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll check that out in a minute. But I've turned the tree farm off because there's so many logs here. There's so much wood going to be coming through. This is just going to carry on for hours and hours before it runs out of logs. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on inside, and then we'll move on to what we're going to be doing for the second half of the stream, which is working on the Space Center. Oh, it's all gone. That's why. Oh, there's no zinc. We've run out of zinc. Oh, okay. Sorry, Marika, I've just banned Harry there. My first Twitch ban, my first banned user on Twitch. The first of many, I would hazard a guess. Okay. So how many rails do we have right now? 414! Damn! And I think we got some zinc at the zinc mine waiting for us as well. Oh, there we go, now we're talking. Oh, the lag. We should put a waystone inside the factory so we can quickly get to it, you know? Maybe something to put on the to-do list. I've banned before, but I assume they're all cheap spam bots offering me Cheap views. Yeah, I have had a couple of spam bots already. I mean, I've only been streaming on Twitch for like a week and a half, but I've already had some spam bots. Okay, here we go. We're making zinc and lead. Do we get lead from zinc as well? Do we just get lead from everything? Let me have a look. Hang on. Lead nugget. We get 25% chance of lead from zinc and 15% chance of lead from copper. Okay, and we don't get lead from anywhere else. Oh, there's the zinc coming through. Whoop. Bad streamer, says model vehicles. I mean, I don't know what you're basing that... I don't know what your criteria are for bad streamer. What have I done that's bad in particular, model vehicles? Do tell. This is going quite nicely now. So if we head back down to the bottom floor, we should have some more train track being made now. There we go. Oh, look at that! Yes! Yes! Okay, now... Oh, that is brilliant. That is beautiful. We got the slabs coming in. We got the train tracks going out. Pretty great stream. Such automation. Thanks, Marika. Charlie Smith, hi. Oh, great, you're one of those people who streams but doesn't read chat. I am reading chat, Charlie. I've just read the chat. How are you doing? Please forgive me. I am streaming on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch all at the same time. Sometimes it's difficult to keep up with all three chats at once. Okay, wow, look at that. That looks so cool. What's the point? Stop money grabbing and respond. What money grabbing? Where am I money grabbing? What are you talking about? You literally turned up, said hi, and then when I didn't respond in 5 seconds, you've immediately been like, "Oh, whatever. You're just a money grabbing streamer." Like, what logic are you operating on here? This might cause some lag. I'm just thinking right now, all these packages might cause a little bit of lag. We'll see. If the frame rate tanks, this might be how. Afternoon, Hop. How you doing? You're just a money grabber who makes thousands of money and doesn't do anything to help, says Charlie. Charlie, I've been streaming for a year and a half, and I've probably made about £50 total. I am not making thousands of pounds from this. I am lucky to make £1 per stream. Most live streams, I get like 10 pence worth of gifts. I am not making thousands of pounds doing this. I promise you. Hey Jess, how are you doing? Carting muck in York at the moment. Nice one, Hop. Bit of a bad day for it, unfortunately, isn't it? It's there's been showers. Look at this though. I just wanted to stand up here and get a good viewpoint of what's going on down there. Look at all those packages. This is exactly what I imagined when we first started this series. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see packages moving in all directions, all along the different conveyors. There's some packages moving along up top there as well. Not as many, but there's a few packages moving about up there from the tree farm and stuff like that. But this is cool. This is exactly what I wanted to see when we first started this series. It's really cool to finally see it, you know? Not too bad, thanks you. I'm good, Jess. I'm good, yeah. It's been a pretty good stream so far. We're about halfway through. We have mostly been focused on our new tree farm, which we've built over there. But I do want to I want to spend the rest of the stream concentrating on the space center. We've got a lot of mining to do. We started building that in the last stream. We really need to get back to work on that. So I'm going to leave this wonderful thing running. It is a sight to behold. It really genuinely is an incredible sight to see. But we're going to leave that running now. We're going to head up to the space center and we're going to do a bit of mining. I wonder if you can see the packages from up here. Oh my god, you can. Oh my god. This is just so cool. I love it. I love this mod. I love the create mod. It's just so good. Anyway, missed the showers here, but need the rain badly. We've got the opposite problem down in Doncaster, Hop. It's been raining pretty consistently for the last few days, with the occasional spot of sunlight. It's raining right now, as a matter of fact, quite lightly, but it's been on and off pretty much all day, every day for the last week. Anyway, this is where I love that you can see the comms tower from here as well. That's a really nice building. I'm very happy with. It is flashing, but I don't think that's cause for concern. Oh, you can even see the packages from here. Look at that. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, let's get inside. Let's get inside. So this, as you know, is going to be the site of the new space center. I've deliberately built this kind of vault tech style entrance on this side, but on the other side we are going to have a launch pad, which is where we're eventually going to be sending our rockets up to space. I'll take some rain. It's humid and hot in Southern California and I hate it, says Queen Marika. I imagine, yeah, I can imagine very hot in California this time of year. I mean, up until recently, it was quite hot here in the UK. It's just it's started to turn again. I think we need to accept that summer is officially over in England now. Autumn is here. Okay, what was I doing? I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, this here is where we're going to build the launch pad. In fact, I think we're going to build it right about here. This is where the launch pad's going to be. This is where we're going to be launching our rockets into space. And the way we're going to do it is there's going to be a huge sliding door. Like, picture that hill there in front of me. Picture a massive metal door. The doors are going to slide open. There's going to be a little train, a little carriage that brings the rocket out to the launch pad, and then we're going to launch the rocket into space. It's going to look really cool. It's going to work really well. I've done a bit of planning for this in my testing world, so I'm really excited for it to all come together. But that's the plan. We are going to launch the rockets from here, which means underneath this hill is where our space center is going to be. And as you can see, we've started building it from the opposite end. I don't really have a plan for how the space center is going to be laid out, like what kind of rooms are going to be in there, how big the corridors are going to be, or stuff like that. So I think for today, we'll just dig. We'll just dig out a huge area, and then next time we can concentrate on actually starting to fill it up with buildings and rooms and whatnot. So let's do it. Which pickaxe have we got? We got efficiency, unbreaking, and fortune on this one. We got unbreaking and efficiency on that one. I don't want to use the silk touch one. I want to keep that one for when it's really necessary. But this is where we're starting from. So let's go up here and let's just dig How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's dig this way. If anyone here is a Yogscast viewer, if anyone here is a fan of the Yogscast, I'm kind of picturing Yog Labs. I'm kind of picturing, if you ever watched the Yog Labs series where they did like showcases of Minecraft mods back in the day, that's kind of how I'm picturing the inside of the Space Center to look. You know, loads of rooms, kind of like Black Mesa from Half-Life with little lines on the floor showing you the directions to all the different parts of the facility. You know, the zero-G testing area and the oxygen production area and stuff like that. I've got big plans. It's going to be quite a big base, and we are underneath a huge mountain, so we have loads of space to fit a nice big factory in here. Charlie's still going over on YouTube, by the way. His latest comment says, "Stop begging for gifts and get a degree, and don't drop out of school, college, university." 1, I don't beg for gifts. 2, I already have a degree in computer science from Bath Spa University. And without wishing to pull the holier-than-thou card, do you have a degree, Charlie? I don't really want to play this game, but you started it. Do you have a degree? I want proof. I'm pretty sure you can probably find it online, right? I'm sure most universities have like a list of their alumnus or something where you can verify if someone was a student there. I'm not going to actually get my degree certificate out and show it to you on stream because I'm not that petty. Not even begging for gifts, but that hater's begging for attention, says CK. Yeah, honestly, I'm used to it though. I've been doing this for over a year now. I'm used to these sorts of comments. Oh well, I have a job, you don't, so I guess having a degree is bad. Okay, so you don't have a degree then, Charlie, is what I'm gathering from that comment. Thanks for being clear about that. Again, I don't like to pull the "I have a degree so I'm better than you" card, because I don't believe that. But Charlie did start it. Charlie literally insinuated that me not having a degree was a bad thing, and then as soon as I mentioned that I do actually have a degree, all of a sudden, oh, degrees aren't everything. It's like, make your mind up, you know? I might be building this, I might be digging this a bit too high. Hope you're well. I'm very well, Charlie. How have you been doing? After last week, I'm all back to normal now. I was a bit under the weather last week. which is why we did end up missing a couple of streams on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I really shouldn't have tried doing 6 streams in 1 week. It really did turn out to be just a bit too much. So we are going to stick with the 3 streams a week schedule from now on. That's Catman Charlie on TikTok, by the way, not Charlie Smith, who's currently harassing me on YouTube. Now he's accusing me of gambling all my money on football. If you're a regular viewer, Charlie, you would know that I hate football. I've literally no interest in football whatsoever. It's one of those days. One of those days. To be fair, I'd rather have one persistent troll than 50, you know, in and out trolls like I usually have. With a lot of my streams, there'll just be a flood of people who leave like one single comment and move on. But every now and then, you'll get one person who just won't let it go. They just will not stop talking. And I think Charlie is filling that role for us today over on YouTube. He just won't drop it. Oh, Truck Spotter. Hi, it's CK Car and Truck Spotter from TikTok. How are you doing? Hello. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube version of the stream. I do encourage people to watch the YouTube or TikTok versions of the stream, by the way. Obviously, I am very happy to have you here on TikTok. But if you do want to see the stream in landscape, if you want to be able to see the game a little bit better, I do recommend checking out the the YouTube or Twitch versions of the stream, because obviously those are designed to be watched on desktop devices, whereas TikTok's designed for mobile viewing. Can't hear you, says Elias. Is anyone else having issues with the sound? Do let me know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How high do I want the ceilings to be? Is my question. And also, I still haven't decided what we're making this out of, because I want to make it out of lab rat panels. These lab rat panels are based on the panels from Portal, and they look really cool, and I really want to make it out of these panels. But they're really expensive. We need to make them with something called moonstone, and it's really hard to find. You can craft it with endstone, but that would also mean going to the end as well, so that's, you know, that makes it even more expensive. So I'm not sure what's the best option, really. We could use a substitute. We could use a different material to build the walls and then replace it with the lab rat panels at a later date. I'm really not sure, but what I'm picturing right now is a really tall corridor, like a really long corridor, about 10 meters tall, running all the way down the center of the factory, of the facility, and then having, you know, different rooms on each side for the various bits and pieces. But again, I still don't even know what rooms specifically we're gonna need. Let's see. Let's look at Ad Astra. Okay. We're going to need a rocket silo. That's going to be a huge open room where the actual rockets are built. So that's going to have the NASA workbench in it. Compressor, what's this? Compressors materials into plates. We don't really need that because we can use the mechanical press from Create for that. We don't need the coal generator. We don't need the etrionic blast furnace, to be honest. because we don't need it for we don't need it for steel. And I don't think there's any other recipes that we need it for. It just makes steel, and we've already got a different recipe for steel. So I don't think we need that, to be honest. Fuel refinery, we definitely need one of these. Refines fuel from oil. So that would probably be better outside, though. It'd be nice to have an outdoor area for the fuel refinery. Oxygen loader. We could have an oxygen compressor. We could have a room for like mass production of oxygen. Water pump, don't really need. Oxygen distributor, gravity normalizer. Now it says the gravity normalizer can be used to control gravity, but I don't know if that means we can like choose a custom gravity level, or if it just sets any gravity to Earth levels. Like if we put this down on the moon, does it automatically just give us Earth gravity, or can we like adjust the level of gravity that we want? I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we could always build a room to test that in the base. Cryo freezer converts ice materials into cryo fuel. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead, Ryan. Thanks for following, Jimmy Gardner. So realistically, we don't really need too many rooms in the base, right? The only things we really need are the only thing we really need is the bunker itself. You know, we don't. I was kind of picturing that we'd have different rooms for like testing the equipment and stuff like that, but we don't really need that. Unless we want to test other mods in this building, we could have rooms for testing other bits and pieces. I guess that's a possibility. Hi, how are you? Says Ryan on YouTube. I'm good, Ryan. How are you doing? I'm guessing that's you, Ryan D, on TikTok. Okay, so what we're going to do... What about a museum? Bear with me. Let me explain. So, as you can see, each planet that we go to, there's a collectible globe, which you can use as like a trophy, basically, to show which planets you visited. What if we had a really long corridor, and then as you go along the corridor, there's like individual rooms, and each room is like an exhibit for a certain planet. Like we could have a Mars room, and it'd have all the stuff that we've collected from Mars on display, and then we could have a Mercury room with all the stuff we've got from Mercury. You know what I mean? So then we'd be walking down this long corridor, and then there'd be like, oh, Jupiter, let's go and have a look at the samples that we've collected from Jupiter, you know? Or, oh, here's Venus. I like that idea. And it'd give us something to actually put in this building as well. It's an appealing thought. I like the sound of it. We'll see. Close the... I need to somehow automate these doors as well, because they're a bit fiddly to open and close all the time. Oh, looks like things are slowing down a bit now. Could be that we've run out of zinc ingots again, I guess. What about granite? Since we're extracting quite a lot of granite from where we're digging, could we use granite for the building, perhaps? I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks, though. Not for this kind of building. It looks a bit too dirty. I want, like, a really sleek, modern-looking building. And I feel like this... I feel like the granite just looks a little bit... It doesn't really look clean enough for that sort of thing, you know? Which is a shame, because we're going to have a lot of it. Like, we're going to have tons of it. I guess we could stick with the good old-fashioned calcite bricks for now. And then when we eventually get moonstone, we can replace it with lab rat panels. Let's place a little bit and see how it looks. No Man's Sky Museum of Planets, says Queen Marika. Yeah, something like that. Love No Man's Sky, by the way. Now there would be a game for Sci-Fi Sunday. I'd love to play that. Oh, we need some more glowescent lights as well, don't we? Which need glowstone dust, which needs... Oh, that's interesting. We can actually make glowstone dust by spouting a night vision potion onto cinder flower. That's a very creative recipe there. Oh, and you can get... Oh, there's infinite glowstone dust. That might be handy later down the line to set up a glowstone dust mining drill, because we are going to need quite a lot of it, and at the minute we don't have very much. And because we're playing with Incendium as well, the Nether is a very inhospitable place. I want to avoid going there as much as possible. But we're going to have to go there right now to get more glowstone, so... Needs must, you know, needs must. Oh, we're being attacked already. Let's head down here. Oh, blazers. Oh, shit. That's magma. I have a mansion called Pemberley on the planet Derbyshire in No Man's Sky because I'm a filthy Pride and Prejudice nerd, says Queen Marika. Honestly, valid. You go for it. I do love naming planets weird shit in No Man's Sky. Aha! Glowstone. Oh, that's... No! Get off me! Get off! Okay. Oh, no, God, there's so many of them. Stay away. Get off me! Get off my face! Speaking of Derbyshire, by the way, I may... I'm not making any promises, but I may be going to the Peak District again very soon. I haven't... I'm not 100% sure if I will be, because I was planning on going this week, but with the way the weather is, it might not be the best time for it. But I do want to go again. I want to go to... I want to visit Frogger Edge in Grindleford. And of course I will be making a video if I do go again. A shorter video, not 27 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be making any videos that long again for a very long time. But yeah, like I say, hopefully I will be able to get back out into the Peak District again. And we'll do a nice video on Frogger Edge, or wherever I manage to end up. The what district? The Peak District, Queen Marika. That is where... that's in Derbyshire. I believe that's where most of Pride and Prejudice is set. In fact, you can actually... Wait, no. No, I'm getting confused. I was going to say you can actually visit the house where Jane Austen lives in Hathersage, but it wasn't Jane Austen. It was the Bronte sisters that lived in Hathersage. But Jane Austen was obviously from Derbyshire, and I believe most of her books are based in that area as well. I'm not a huge Jane Austen fan myself, to be perfectly honest with you. But I do happen to live right next door to Derbyshire. Where's all this glowstone? I keep seeing all the... Oh, black marble. We'll get a little bit of that. That could come in handy. It's very pretty. It is a absolutely gorgeous place, Marika. Absolutely love the Peak District. If you haven't already, do check out my Peak District videos. I've done 3 videos so far on the Peak District. They are quite long. One of them's 17 minutes, one's 20 minutes, and one's 27 minutes. But I've done quite a few videos on it. It's because I live right next door to the Peak District, so I can basically just pop over there whenever I want, you know, for a day out. And there's so many great places to walk. There's so much history and stuff like that. So yeah, I've made a few videos about it, like sort of documentary style videos where I talk a little bit about the history and geography and stuff like that. Worth checking out if you want to know more. Okay, this biome is really, really cool looking. The upside down warped forest, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for glowstone, and there isn't any glowstone here. Is that survivable? Oof. Technically. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing? I need to buy a camera again before I go to the UK again. Yeah, you gotta have a good camera for a trip like that, right? So much to see. Have you been to the UK often, Queen Marika? Next time you do end up here, definitely recommend checking out the Peak District. It is just such a gorgeous place. And again, if you're a Pride and Prejudice fan, I'm sure if you like Google Pride and Prejudice tour or Pride and Prejudice locations or something like that, there's probably some kind of walking tour that you can do of, like, you know, iconic locations and stuff like that. Minecraft is such a great game. It is, Bruno, it is. Made even better with mods, though, in my opinion. You know what I always say, mods can make a good game even better. And I think that is very true for Minecraft. Went out that way in 2016, haven't been able to afford it since. That's fair enough, that's fair enough. Honestly, I haven't got the money for a trip abroad either. So expensive to get out of the country these days, you know. I don't mind, because there is plenty of great stuff to see right here, you know, on my own doorstep, but if I had the money, I would love to travel. You know, there are a few countries that I'd love to visit. Okay, we're back. We're literally just right back where we started now. I didn't want to, but I think the only option is going to be to just go straight up and dig some of this glowstone from up on the ceiling there. So let's do it. Aha! That seems fairly accessible. Oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall! Okay, okay. Oh god, oh this is precarious. No, 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 you get back. Get back. We're not dealing with you today. Grab a bit more of this. And up we go. If I get knocked off, I am level 49 right now. If I lose all my XP from one of those fucking mosquitoes, I'm going to be pissed off. I see him. I see a few of them circling around. Okay, there we go. Back down before I fall. No! I fucking knew it. I knew this would happen. I knew this would fucking happen. Get off me. Get off my face. Piss off. I hate these. I hate these things. Is Charlie still having a go? No, he's given up now. I think he got bored. They normally get bored when you don't give them the reaction that they want. Obviously, he wanted me to get angry and, you know, upset, but I didn't, so he moved on. Oh, never mind, he's back. He says, you look like that person from BBC News. That could be literally anyone. Okay, I need to sleep. Yeah, no, no! You can't be here. You cannot be here. What do you mean? Though they can get through the portal, I did not know that they could go through the nether portal. My god. Hey Saul, how you doing, Brandon? Okay, we're back, we're safe, we're alive. And we got almost 2 stacks of glowstone, so it isn't all bad. How much black marble do we have now? A little bit, a little bit. I wish there was some polished black marble. Oh, there is. Oh, there's smooth black marble. Oh, smelting black marble blocks. Okay, we could try that. Oh, but we can't turn this back into... Oh, we can't turn it back into regular black marble. Okay, never mind then. Good, thanks. How are you? I'm good, Brandon. I'm good. Let me just grab a stack of iron. We got absolutely tons of iron back at back in the storage vault, so it doesn't really matter. We can use quite a bit of this. We need to turn this into pig iron and then wrought iron, and then we can make it into glowescent lights. Oh, I don't need to go downstairs. I'm on this floor, aren't I? Can I play with you on PS5? I am on Java Edition, unfortunately, so I couldn't do crossplay, even if I wanted to. This is a single-player only world anyway, though. I'm not really looking at doing multiplayer for Minecraft at the moment. Maybe one day. Saul's literally running on 10 FPS, says Charlie. Well, currently we are at 36 FPS. Oh, they're 40. It's around 35 to 40 right now. It is a little bit less than earlier. We had about 50 frames earlier. So I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, give this a second. There we go. Oh shit, I did that wrong. Oh, now there we go. That's some glowescent lights. Look at all of those. Okay, up to the space center. Oh, you cannot run very well on the escalators. Inside. Can I ask you a really personal question, please? Says Charlie. I've got a feeling you're going to anyway, so why not? You can ask me any question you want. I can just choose not to answer it if I don't want to. Okay, so that is a 7-block ceiling. Let's go and get a little bit more. Creeper. Oh. Let's go to Azure Mirez because I want to get some more calcite. I have a few questions. I'm sure you do. Charlie, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Feel free. I like how he's been a hater, now he's being nice. Oh, you spoke a bit too soon there, Truck Spotter. His first question is, why do you wear fake breasts? So I think you wrongly assumed that they were going to be nice questions. I wear fake breasts because I want to wear fake breasts. There's no law against me wearing fake breasts as far as I'm aware. I'm entitled to wear fake breasts if I want to wear fake breasts, and I do want to, so I will. And hopefully one day I won't have to wear fake breasts, because one day I'll have real ones. Through the magic of estrogen. What underwear? Men underwear or women underwear? That's a good question. That is actually a good question, to be honest. It's a bit personal, but that's genuinely a good question. It depends. It depends. It depends what I'm wearing and where I'm going, to be quite honest. I am most comfortable with just a simple pair of boxer shorts, to be quite honest. But again, it kind of depends what clothes I'm wearing as well. I've got some special tuck pants if I'm wearing anything particularly tight and I don't want my my bulge to be too visible. I've got some special pants for that. But generally speaking, a simple pair of boxer shorts is good enough for me. And if I'm wearing like a dress with like an open skirt, then it doesn't really matter what I'm wearing underneath, because you got plenty of room to breathe, shall we say, in a skirt or dress. Oh, is that uranium? Oh, whoa! There's a lush cave under here. Wow, I had no idea. You and me both, girl. I'm gonna talk to my endo about progesterone later this month. Nice one, Marika. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. I love the "can I ask you a question" question. Yeah, honestly, I would rather people just ask me the question straight off. It always makes me laugh when people are like, "Can I ask you a question?" Like, yeah, no, just ask the question. You don't have to ask if you can ask a question. Just go straight for the question. I wear Primark boxers, by the way, says Charlie. Nice one, Charlie. I don't actually know where my boxers are from. It's been so long since I bought new boxers. I can't remember where I bought them from last time. And of course, today I'm not wearing any boxers, or indeed any underwear at all, because I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. I'm not naked on the lower half. But I do have my lounge pants on. Pajama bottoms, loungers, whatever you want to call them. I don't really bother wearing anything special on my bottom half if it's not going to be on camera, you know? And with this camera angle, you can't really see my lower half, so it doesn't really matter whether I'm wearing jeans, shorts, pajama bottoms. Makes no difference. Okay, I think we've got enough calcite there, so let's head back home. It's weird. It is weird, you know, streaming on 3 different platforms, because it's kind of like one conversation is happening, but in 3 different places. Like, we got Charlie asking questions on YouTube. We've got Marika commenting from Twitch. We've got Truck Spotter over on TikTok. And we're all kind of having one conversation, all 4 of us, but we're all in different places, you know, we're all on different platforms. I'm kind of like the mediator between these 3 different chats that have somehow wound into one conversation. Can I sleep yet, please? Come on, it's gotta be dark enough. No. You can't sleep until the sun actually starts to dip below the horizon. Should be okay now. I have regular guy briefs for the most part. I do have tuck undies, but I've yet to master the art enough to wear them, says Marika. Honestly, this may be a little bit TMI, but I still don't know how to tuck. I can't tuck. I do have tuck pants, but I basically just wear them like a regular pair of underpants, and they're quite tight, so they manage to hide the bulge enough. But I don't get how to tuck properly. Believe me, I've tried. I've like looked it up. I've had people explain to me how you're supposed to do it, but I can't make it work. I can't make it go where it's supposed to go. So yeah, I most of the time, if I want to hide my bulge, I'll just wear tight pants, like tight underwear. Okay, turning this into bricks. HRT helps with that. Oh, so I hear, yeah, so I gather. I hear there is potential for some shrinkage. It's not easy being so well endowed when you're transgender, you know. Just not to brag or anything, but you know, It's a real struggle to hide it sometimes, you know. I kid. Or do I? You'll never know. Do you play GTA? Says Jackson Kane. I do play a bit of GTA. I've never streamed GTA, but I have mentioned a few times I would be interested in playing GTA 6 on stream when it eventually releases. But the thing is, I'm not really interested in playing online. I'm really only interested in the story. And because I've already played the story from GTA 5 like a dozen times, I just wouldn't really enjoy playing it on stream. But obviously, when GTA 6 comes out, it's going to be a brand new game. I'll have no idea what I'm going into, so it'd be nice to do a blind playthrough of GTA 6 when it does release. Which I gather may have been delayed again. Last I heard was late 2026. But some people, I heard a bit of a rumor about 27. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, you know. I am probably going to need to upgrade my PC again before that, though, because I don't think this one will handle it. Who knew I'd resent this massive hog? Says Marika. Yeah. I'm going to take this back one block. Oh, I don't have any granite. I need a bit more granite. I mean, there's a little bit here. Charlie says, I don't give money because I don't want to. Don't give money to who? To me? That's fine. No, nobody said you had to. What time are we on, by the way? Oh god, it's 20 past 5 already. I didn't realise we've been going for so long. I got so distracted talking about my well, talking about things. I've been meaning to pay for your Patreon. I keep forgetting. No pressure, Draydog. No pressure. If you want me to remind you, there's a link in my bio for it. But again, no pressure. Charlie says, I'm your only viewer and I'm a troll. You might be my only viewer on YouTube, Charlie, but I am also live on TikTok and Twitch right now. And there's a few viewers over there, so I think this might be a bit too narrow. I'm thinking, I know it's only a corridor, but I'm feeling like we need it 7 blocks wide instead of 5. Which means we're going to have to take it all down again and move it a block further back. Did you have any other questions, Charlie, by the way? And just, you know, just to make it clear again, I do try to make this clear in every live stream, but I welcome questions. I am here to answer questions. That is really the biggest part of streaming, you know, in my opinion, is to interact with the chat. I hate streamers who just sit there in silence. I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to, you know, have conversations with you and answer your questions. So if you have anything else you want to ask me, just go right ahead. I'm here to be an open book, and I do try as much as possible to be an open book. Oh, not you. It's so... Right, there's a bit of a problem with this pickaxe because it's so fast on the calcite. Like, it mines calcite instantaneously. Which means you just do one single click and you've accidentally mined 50 blocks of the stuff. Look at it, that's crazy. I mean, it's handy for when you're mining it, but when you're trying to just break a couple of blocks while you're building, it quickly causes problems. That looks a bit better. I like it being a bit wider. Could we use the... Oh, what's happening there? Could we use the building gadget, perhaps, to copy and paste this wall? Copy... Oh, it's because we've... Wait. Is that right? And then paste. Oh, we need to go from the bottom corner. We need to copy it from the bottom corner. And then... No. Oh, fuck's sake. From here to here. No, to there. Okay. What's the little gadget thing? It's called the copy and paste gadget. It's not working properly right now, though. For some reason, it's not showing me the wall that I'm trying to paste. Where? Oh, there it is. It basically lets you copy and paste blocks. You do need to have the blocks in your inventory. It doesn't like just make them out of thin air. But it allows you to copy and paste stuff. What's the point lying about not having private parts, says Charlie. First of all, Charlie, everyone has private parts. And second of all, what have I lied about? We literally just had a conversation about my private parts, which was instigated by a question you asked. How often do you use creative, says Draydog? I don't really... Well, I don't use it in my survival worlds. Unless it's like extreme circumstances. But I do play on creative quite a lot. I like to sometimes just, you know, go and unwind and just have fun building, you know, and be creative. Sometimes that kind of stuff is just what I'm in the mood for, right? Okay, let's try and copy again. This time I'll try and copy from the top corner. It's still doing it. It's... Where's the... Oh. Ah, this is why. It's from when we placed the mining drill in the last stream. There we go. Ah, look at that. That's what we wanted. Well, I didn't place it in the right spot, but that is what we needed to do. It's very fiddly. That's the only problem with the building gadget. It can be quite tricky to place stuff in just the right place. I think we'll avoid using the building gadget again today. Oh, are you joking? I can't reach that high. I've built the ceiling just high enough that I can't reach it. Zedmaj or John Deere, says Ron. I am not familiar with Zedmaj, I'm going to be honest with you. Or I'm guessing it's probably pronounced Zmaj. I'm not familiar with that brand. So I'd have to say John Deere in that instance. Although I'm not really the biggest John Deere fan, as I'm sure I've mentioned in previous... The wall's in the wrong place. As I'm sure I've mentioned in previous streams. This is where creative comes in handy, because you can fly. Oh! You've just reminded me, Draydog. We can make jetpacks. We can make a jetpack with the copper back tank. And it does have a hover mode. We need an elytra for it? No. Okay. Probably won't be making one for a while, but we do have that option. And we can even upgrade it to be netherite, which is insane. Okay, I'm going to have to take this wall down again because it's in the wrong fucking place. What happened was I took the wall down and then I rebuilt it in the exact same spot. Okay, let's try the building gadget again. I'm going to copy from the bottom corner to the top. And paste. No. No. We'll copy from the top corner to the bottom this time. Wait, that... what? Top corner to the bottom. Why is that not... There we go. Okay. And then we want to put that here. That's better. That's where we wanted it. Okay. So, we've got sort of the beginnings of our first corridor. It needs, obviously, a lot more work. It's going to be a lot longer. It'll probably run all the way through the base to the launch area. And I may make the ceiling a bit higher as well. Excuse me. At the minute we got a 7-block ceiling, but it still feels a little bit... It makes the corridor feel a bit too square. I mean, it is literally a square corridor right now. I want it to feel like a really tall, wide corridor. Well, I want it to feel like a tall, narrow corridor, but not too narrow, which is why I made it 7 blocks wide. But then to balance that out, we need to make it at least 10 blocks tall, I'd say, which is a bit higher than it is right now. It's Minecraft Monday. It is. How are you doing, Yoig Payton? How do I pronounce your username, Yoig? I think you may have told me before if this is not your first stream, but I apologise for having to ask again. Oh, there's a cavity up here. Perfect. Makes it a little bit easier to mine out. Right, that's that. Ooh, a bit of coal. Why not? Oh, I hear a skeleton. Oh, it sounds like he's coming. Okay, there we go. And then just the middle. This is not... I appreciate this is not the most exciting of jobs to watch me do in Minecraft. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Because I'm curious to see what a 10-block ceiling looks like. I hear the skeleton again. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, I see a witch on the minimap as well. That's never a good sign. Okay. Copy and paste gadget. Copy mode. There we go. And paste. And we'll just use this to build it up another 2 layers. Or 3 layers, rather. And 1 more. There we go. Let's head back down and see how that looks. Ow. Oh, that's better. That's better. It still looks a bit short. I mean, I want this to be a tall corridor, you know. I want this to be a really big... I want this building to feel huge. Maybe we should go for 12. This is currently 10. This is a 10 block ceiling. I think we could go for 12. Hold on a second. This may be a little bit cheaty, but I do believe we might be able to use the copy-paste gadget to paste air, which means we won't have to mine out these extra blocks. It works! Oh, okay, that's a little bit overpowered. That is a little bit overpowered, but we can use that to just delete air. In theory, we could copy this whole corridor and then just paste it again to, like, excavate the whole... That's a good idea. The thing is, you can already see how much granite we've mined. The bigger we dig this, the more our inventory is going to fill up with shit that we don't want, like all this granite. So it might actually be for the best for us to cheat just a little bit and void some of these items instead of actually mining them properly. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head up here, and I'm going to copy and paste this entire corridor. Then I'm going to switch back to paste mode. There we go. And I'm going to place the block here. And what should happen is... Did I place it in the wrong place? Oh no, it's that. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so handy. That's so useful. So what's happened there, basically, is I've copied and pasted this section of corridor, but because this corridor is basically full of air, it's copied and pasted the air, which basically means it just deletes any blocks that are in the way, which saves me having to mine them by hand. So it is a little bit cheaty. You could argue that it's a little bit overpowered to do it that way. But I think that's really handy. That's super useful, and now that I know I can do that, we could excavate this whole area without actually having to mine it all. I think that's going to be a very useful thing to have and to use. And also, I think I like the corridor now. I think this is tall enough now. Maybe... I don't know. Could we stretch to 15 blocks? That might be pushing it. In any case, we can't build any more today because we've run out of calcite bricks. But we'll see. We'll see. let's place some lights. These are quite bright, actually. I was going to put them along the walls like this, but considering how bright they are, it might be a better idea to have them on the ceiling. Because then there won't be as much light like down here on the ground. It'll diffuse a little bit. Let's try that. Let me get a stack of granite and head up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put one there. Obviously, the material on the ceiling will be different as well. No, let's space them 3 blocks apart. God, I'm sorry about my hair today, by the way. It doesn't seem to know what it wants to do. It just keeps appearing over my shoulder. Menacingly. Would you ever do an IRL stream at a place like the Lake District? I don't think so, STFC, because I'd have to use my mobile data. I actually don't have unlimited data on my current mobile package. I've got unlimited texts and calls, but I actually only have 5 gigabytes of data a month, which I don't even use because I really don't need it. But obviously, doing a TikTok live stream, that does take quite a lot of data. So I wouldn't say it's likely to happen, no. I'm just going to patch up these gaps in the ceiling for now. Oh, shit. Once again, the ceiling and the floor will be made of a different material eventually. But we don't have time to do that today, so I'm just filling it in with whatever we've got available at the moment. Your hair's all long and pretty and shit. I'm jealous. Thank you, Marika. I am very proud of my hair, honestly. It's there again. Look, it's this little bit here. Just a little. This little strand just keeps peeking over my shoulder. I'm very proud of my hair, though. I've put a lot of time and effort into my hair. I've been growing my hair for 5 years, non-stop. I haven't had a single haircut since 2020. I'm very proud of how long I've managed to get it in that time. I got mine trimmed a little recently to get bangs. Nice one. Nice one. People always ask me, well, not really ask, but people always suggest that I get bangs. But I just don't really want them, to be honest. I understand why people suggest it, because bangs are supposedly more feminine looking than having a big old forehead. But I like having a big old forehead. I like my forehead. It's a nice forehead. I know people mean well when they're like, oh, you should get bangs, but I just don't want them. I don't want to have bangs. That's not for me. Don't get me wrong, I do love bangs, just I don't love them for me, you know. Oh, we got a little bit of marble. What's bangs? Don't think I've heard of them. It's an STFC, a fringe, basically. STFC. I think if I can get my words out and not sound like I'm having a stroke, I think bangs is just like the American term for a fringe, and it kind of got imported over here to the UK. So now they're basically used interchangeably, but it's basically just a fringe. Saul hates my bangs, you heard it here. No, Barika, no, I don't hate your bangs. I'm sure they're lovely. Oh, I don't have a lot of cobblestone. I thought I had some cobblestone tucked away, but seemingly not. Oh no, don't smelt it again. Whatever you do. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a place where we could get an infinite supply of cobblestone? You know, wouldn't it be nice if there was some kind of huge mining project that would get me loads and loads of cobblestone? Instead of a cave made of fucking granite, which I don't want. Look at all this granite. I've got hundreds of stacks of granite. And hardly any cobblestone. We are starting to get to a stonier bit, so hopefully we will get a bit more cobblestone soon. It's just annoying. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? We're one single block short. Oh, we got some cobblestone here. There was cobblestone in my backpack the whole time. Of course there was. Oh dear. I'm really not a big fan of Red Bull. Oh, wish I had my monster back. I'm going to make a few stone blocks as well, I reckon. Let's make a few of those. And let's have some granite pillars too. We got a few of those in storage. I'm just going to try something out. We're going to be finishing up in a minute anyway. But I just want to try something out before we call it a day. What's your favourite monster flavour, says STFC? My favourite monster is Ultraviolet, which is Parma Violet flavoured. Unfortunately, it's no longer available in retail. You know, it's no longer sold at retail in the UK, but you can buy it in like warehouses and, you know, buy it in bulk and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not sold in shops here anymore, which is a shame because it is my absolute favourite flavour. I love it. Oh, iron. I'm not actually going to mine it because we don't need it. Not you. You. Charlie, why are you're still at it, Charlie? The guy's still here. Now he's saying that I make £50 a stream. What? I don't think I've made £50 in the entire year and 3 months that I've been doing this. Where are you getting that I make £50 a stream? I'm lucky to make 50 pence a stream. Honestly, man. Where are you getting these figures from? Nine. Okay, let me just try something. This is going to be a little bit out there, a little bit weird, a little bit wacky. It might not look good, but it's worth a try. It's not awful. I think maybe a different pattern would look better, but I like the idea of having a little bit of a motif, you know, with the stone blocks. Maybe not in that configuration. Maybe we'll tweak it a little bit, but I like that. I like that it breaks up the outline of the wall a little bit. It could work. It could work with a bit of tweaking, you know. We'll leave it like that for now. And before we finish, I do want to see what this cut marble looks like on the floor. Was that Charlie guy here at the start? Yes, STFC. Charlie has been over on YouTube for most of the stream. Can I ask you a question about your experience? Once again, Charlie, you can ask me any question you like. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. One second. Oh, actually, let me just have a quick look at blocks you need. I'm wondering. He must really like you then. Well, he's been here long enough. Must be something keeping him here. God, there's so many items from this mod. Banded Soul Sandstone. Aquatrine. Oh, we need to mine for that. There's so many... Right, this mod, I added this mod after I'd already generated the world. So unfortunately, there's a load of stuff here that's going to be really hard to get, because we're going to have to go, you know, far enough away to visit chunks that we haven't visited yet. But we're too far in to start a new world, so we just got to kind of lump it, you know, we got to deal with it. What I would like to do is take some gravel, a stack of gravel please, and some sand. Your profile's nice, thank you Riley. That's a new photo, I took that just a week or so ago. Very, very happy with it. I just thought it was about time for a change. Wait, how do I make concrete powder again? Oh, we need to put the dye in when we craft it. Okay. And yes, that is the pride flag that's on my wall in my room, by the way. This one here. That's the flag that's in the background of the of my new profile picture. Shame you can't really see it from this angle, though, you know? Actually, you can't see it from any of my streaming angles, but you can see it in the background of most of my videos, because for most of my videos I have the camera like facing me head on, and you can just see it in the corner of the frame. Dandelion and a poppy. I'm just trying something. Bear with me for a second. I know we're quite late and I'm going to be finishing the stream up in just a moment. But just give me a moment. Bear with me. Let me cook. You might be able to hazard a guess as to what I'm doing based on comments that I made earlier. Can we wash this to make it into concrete powder? To make it into concrete, sorry. I imagine so. Yes, we can. Good. Saves us dipping it in water one block at a time, right? Oh, that one's not done yet. So I think we should probably gather a bit more marble and see if... Let's do that. Before we finish, there's just a couple of little things that I want to have a quick look at. Just do a quick couple of tests. Marika says, I've no idea what you're doing. What even is this game? Why are we here? Oh no, Marika, do you need me to call someone? Are you okay? Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get a little bit more black marble, if I can spot any nearby. No truck driving today? Not today, Warren. Next Euro Truck stream will be... Get off my face! Sorry, sorry. Next Euro Truck stream will be next Tuesday. Not tomorrow, but the Tuesday after. Just my daily existential crisis. Yeah, you gotta have one. Gotta have one a day as a treat. Will you please look? This is gonna sound a bit weird. I know I have a suckable face, but please stop sucking my face. I mean, that is what they're doing. That is an accurate description of what the mosquitoes do, so... I'll be in Poland, says Warren. Oh, well, have fun in Poland, Warren. Sorry you'll miss the stream. Oh, marble, black marble. I wonder if we could try and polish it this time. Because I want to see what the polished version looks like. Does it have connective textures? If it's got connective textures, I'm using it, 100%. Give me those sweet connective textures. What's this bloodstone, by the way? Can we make anything nice looking with that? Not particularly. It's kind of just the same as black marble, but the white bits are red instead. It could have its uses somewhere, you know. There could be areas if we want to like color code the base or have like something like that. Potentially. But I can't see it getting much use. Oh, okay, how did I get across here in the first place? I must have come along the top. Just dig your way out, so why don't you? You got a pickaxe, use it. No! Leave my face alone! No! Those mosquitoes. There's so many of them as well. They're like so common. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn just 6 blocks into the polished version, just so I can see what it looks like. And we'll have a quick look at this bloodstone as well. Yeah, it's basically just the same as the marble, but with red instead of white. It could have its uses. It could come in handy somewhere. Oh, actually, I'm just now thinking we could use this to make some kind of baked lighting effect. Like, if we had a red light in a room, we could, like, replace a small circle on the floor with this bloodstone, so it looks like the red light is lighting up the floor in red. That could be interesting. Because I do want to try more texturing techniques than I've done so far, you know? Like, imagine if there was just a little red corner or something like that. Like, oh, right, here's a perfect example. We got a redstone torch here. What if on the floor underneath the redstone torch we had a red brick? Or something like that. Like a small, a little patch underneath it so that it looks like the redstone, so it looks like the red light is hitting the floor. You know what I mean? I'm sure I could execute it better. Redstone torches aren't very bright, so it doesn't really, the effect doesn't really work. But I think there could be potential there. There could be potential there. And how do these polished ones look? Oh, they don't connect, unfortunately, but we could do something like this. Like, have at random intervals down the corridor, have these, have the full block versions. Something like that. I could see the potential there. I could see the potential for having just individual blocks of it just spread out down the corridor. And the last thing that I wanted to do, and this is the reason why I got this concrete out, is I want to see what it would look like having these stripes along the wall. Like I say, I'm picturing Black Mesa, with like the stripes down the wall showing you where different parts of the base are, and like you follow the lines. So we could do something like this, the red line and then the green line. And then on the other side there's the yellow line. Imagine something like that running all the way down the corridor, and then you follow the lines and they take you to different areas. Like the yellow line takes you to the oxygen production area, or the red line takes you to the launch pad, you know? I think that's got some potential. That being said, though, I am going to have to leave it here. We have been live for 3 hours. I think that is where we're going to have to call it for today. there's a lot to be going on with. I really do have high hopes for this now. Now that I'm seeing this huge corridor, I'm really starting to see the potential for this base now. And the thing is, from outside as well, I really like that from outside you don't get a sense of how big it is inside. Like, it looks like this really tiny little underground bunker. But then you go up and you go through the door and you're into this grand hallway, you know? Like, ta-da! I really like that contrast between the outside and the inside. I think there's a lot of potential here. I'm really looking forward to continuing this. We could even have pipes running along the walls as well, like carrying stuff between the different rooms, fluid pipes or conveyor belts. There's a lot of potential here. I'm really, really happy with this. But that is going to have to be where we end it for today. So, let's head back down to base. And let's finish by taking a look at what else we've achieved today, because we have actually gotten quite a bit done. If we just zip down here. In fact, we can end it here. Look at that. I'm noticing that some of the packages are not going anywhere. Is there a reason for that? I have a feeling there is, and I have a feeling I know what the reason is. I suspect that the storage might be full. Not the main storage vault, but the storage barrel here for taking in the slabs. Yeah, that's completely full. We have produced so many dark oak slabs that we have hundreds of packages filled with slabs that are just not being accepted because the thing's full. And it's really funny, when the packages don't have a valid destination, they just spin around on the nearest post that they reach. So we just got all these packages spinning around on these posts because they can't be unloaded to where they need to be unloaded. That's a story for next time, though. We'll have to sort that out. And it's still cutting as well. Look at this. The machine is still... Wow. I did not think that this tree farm would work this quickly. We literally had it running for 10 minutes, and it's completely backed up with thousands of slabs. So we definitely aren't going to need to turn that on again for a while. I'm going to also turn off the birch tree farm, because that's been running for the whole stream as well. We've probably got quite a few birch saplings in storage at the minute. So we'll just leave that there. There we go. And if we head back to the main storage vault, see how much we've got. We've now got 64 copper casings, 63 brass casings, 328 andesite casings, 298 stripped birch logs. So we're doing pretty good material-wise as well, which is always good to see. But I think that is going to have to be where we end it. So would all that still run even if you weren't playing? No, Marika, no. So because it's a single-player world, the machinery does stop working as soon as I log off. If I was playing on a server or a realm, though, the equipment does keep running when there's no one in the world. Which, if you've got a big factory, can very quickly cause backups of items. But yeah, on single player, the world stops as soon as I log out, so it won't end up backed up or anything like that, fortunately. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave it for today. What is the train track situation? Because in the next stream, I would like to start building the railway. So far, this is the only railway we have, this very short section leading into the factory there. But I really, really want to start building the proper rail network. So let's have a look how much track we've got. We've got 1K. We've got over 1,000 pieces. So if we divide that into chunks, or if we divide that into blocks, well, it's 1,000 meters. It's from here, we're currently at X 60. So if we go about 1,000 blocks west, that gets us to here, which is about halfway to the iron mine, which is somewhere over here. So that's not bad. We can definitely start laying the track next week. We can definitely start building the railway. So I'm very, very excited for that. And look at the weather now. It's quite nice now that it's a bit cloudy. So that's it. That's where we're going to end things for today. Thank you very much for joining. I'm going to switch over to the big screen before we finish up. But that's all for the Minecraft. Very happy with what we've got done today. We built the tree farm. We got, we started work on the bunker or the space center or whatever you want to call it. I'm quite happy with what we've achieved today. So just give me a minute to switch over to the big cam and I will wrap things up for today. Okay, so that's everything. Thank you very much everyone for joining. I hope you've had fun. I have really enjoyed it. It's nice to be back into my... Oh, you can see my belly button. It's nice to be back into the proper stream schedule today. Last week I sort of bit off more than I could chew last week with trying to do 6 live streams. I just wanted to make up for having a break the week before, but it just ended up, taking a bit too much out of me. So from now on, we will definitely be sticking to just 3 live streams a week. Like I say, this week, we're going to do Farm Sim on Friday, and on Sunday, we're going to start playing Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. No, not Abe's Odyssey. We just finished Abe's Odyssey. We're going to be playing New and Tasty. But I'm looking forward to Farm Sim Friday. It's going to be the last episode of Moss Valley, so do come along and join me for that if you want to see me finish this incredible series. Then we're going to be moving on to a new series on a map called Saxlingham, which is based on Norfolk. But yeah, that's going to be Farming Sim on Friday. Then Sunday for New and Tasty. And then next week we'll be doing Trucking Tuesday, Factorio Thursday, and Train Sim Saturday. Excuse me. God, I always look so pale on these. I am pale. I mean, the outfit maybe wasn't the best choice because it is the same colour as my face. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you, STFC. One day I'll wear a crop top, but not today, says Queen Marika. Oh, you should go for it, Queen Marika. You should go for it. I was terrified the first time I wore a crop top, but I have so many of them now. I love wearing them. I don't like sitting down while I'm wearing them because I get like red marks on my around my belly where the fat folds when I sit down. But I love wearing crop tops. I love wearing them. I've got loads of them now, and they're really great. I like having an exposed navel. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave things for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. If you have enjoyed, but you haven't already, then please follow on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, or follow on Twitch. If you're wanting to find me on any of those other platforms, check my bio or my About section or wherever else, depending on what platform you're on. You'll find links to my Linktree, which has got all of my other links on it. Join the Discord server. If you want to chat with me outside of the live streams and get notified when I'm streaming, when I'm posting videos, stuff like that, I do recommend joining the Discord server. And, it's pretty dead at the minute, but it is my hope that eventually when the Discord server is a bit bigger, it'll be a place to just hang out and chat as well. So do join the Discord if you're interested in that. Follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky if you're interested in what's going on over there. Not much, I'll be honest. I haven't posted on either of those platforms since, like, July, maybe even June. But if you want to see when I eventually do post there, check those out as well. And, of course, if you would like to support me financially, do please consider checking out my Patreon. Big shout out to my current Patreon supporters, Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, and Dan. Thank you so much for sticking with me and continuing to support me over there. If you want to get your name on this board, do check out my Patreon. It costs £1 a month. You get your name on the board, you get access to behind the scenes content, and you'll be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok and YouTube, and now Twitch as well. So thank you once again to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, Dan, P, and Charlie. I got the right names but in the wrong order. Thank you all very much once again for supporting me over there. And that's everything. So thank you once again for joining. I'll see you on Friday for Farming Sim. Enjoy the rest of your week. There might be a video. I don't know. I don't have any hard plans for a video, but it's going to be 3 days until the next live stream. I might throw together something simple, so maybe there'll be a video, maybe not. Who knows? If in doubt, I can always just post a selfie again. That's a quick and easy way to get views. But that's it. Thank you for joining, everyone. See you on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye. Okay, and bye-bye also on Twitch and YouTube. I'll see you all next time.